All right. What's up, people? I'm Dutchj. I'm back. And yeah, we're going to be doing Super Mario World All Castles. All right, we're just going to start when I press A here. So on go. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Super Mario World. If you've seen speedruns of this game before, you may know very well that this game is super broken. But we're going to be doing a slightly less broken category here, which is all castles. And the goal is just to defeat the castle at the end of every world. Before you ask, ghost houses and fortresses are not castles, so we won't be going out of our way to beat those. It is just the end-of-world castles which have Koopalings in them. Alright, so World 1 here is pretty basic. We avoid picking up the midway points because it makes some stuff in the first castle easier and a little bit faster. As soon as we get out of World 1, we'll be picking up our power-ups. We'll be picking up a Fire Flower in the first castle and then a Cape right after. I hope I'm going to be able to do everything here, because I did not get the opportunity to practice on this TV. And I have quite some different input delay on my home setup, so let's hope everything's going to be fine. Oh, see, there's something happening already. I lost my speed. I could get back P-speed there, but... Oh, Lord, there we go. Whoops. Alright. I'll have to redo that level. Oh, no, don't do this. Don't! Dang it, Dutchj! This is what I was worried about. We should be fine after World 1. Okay, I'm doing the wrong things here. Well, crap. Yeah, it's not a disaster, but it will lose a few minutes. What movement am I doing here? Oh my lord. Alright, well, we're doing casual strats. Oh, come on. Yeah, just rip all the speed. This is embarrassing. Second level of the game. No way, dude! Come on! I am down to 1 life. Well. This is amazing. Oh, come on. No, I'm not gonna reset. Okay. Finally, I did the correct freaking jump. Alright. Yeah, almost. This is the first time I'm doing this game in a marathon, so... Hey, we did the level, okay. Sorry for that. That was a... that was a shameful display. Let's not repeat that. If I die in Castle 1 now, this is going to be amazing. Just saying. That would be even more amazing. I hope it doesn't happen. At least that wouldn't put me... Oh my lord, okay. Da, 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 da. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. No, shut up. I told you. I told you. I told you. No, I told you about the TV. This actually matters a lot. My home TV has a lot more input display, input lag. Just gonna go hella safe here. Alright. So here we finally grab a mushroom by going through that midway point, and then we've got this little auto-scroller room here.
Yay, auto scroller!
Yay! Luckily, this is the only auto-scroller in this category. Of course, Kinnan is disappointed. And here's our Fire Flower, and this is going to help us out with the bosses throughout the category. Hopefully we can keep this throughout the entire run. That may be difficult. I don't think I've ever kept my Fire Flower through an entire run, but yeah, ideally that's what you want to do. And after every world, there's this little cutscene. But yeah, like I said, in the next level we're going to be picking up Cape, and that makes most of the next few worlds pretty safe. I don't actually know any like backup one-ups or anything like that, so we're just going to have to hope I don't mess up too much. But yeah, we got to save after every castle and ghost house, so it won't like make the run unfinishable if I game over or anything. But it will lose time for sure. And yeah, flyovers are common in this game. There's not too many in this category. There's a few like in the middle section of the run, but most of the levels are quite interesting. And that's one of the good things about this category is it's got a lot of the cool levels. It's got a few of the hard skips. And just a bunch of levels that are played differently in this category compared to others. Just because of how the route works out. We've got some underwater stuff. Little known fact amongst casual players, if you hold down while swimming, you get a lot more control. And that helps a lot in these levels. So when you are holding an item underwater, you swim faster. So ideally, we want to pick up a shell here. And we can just lose Cape. That's fine, too. Alright, we're not getting the shell. That kind of bites. We'll just grab one of these. And then we'll grab the P-switch. I'll need to go back for a Cape. Unfortunately. Oh, Snapple, that's not good. I forgot I couldn't Cape spin. Whoops. I still killed the first fish. That actually surprised me. Like I said, keeping the Fire Flower is not something I'm particularly good at. Yeah, we're gonna go back for this Cape. Alright, and then we can exit level. You can only exit a level by pressing start and select if you've already completed it once. So you want to be careful not to enter a level that you can't complete properly. Because some levels for the speed strats you really need certain power-ups. And especially since we're kind of low on lives, we can't really just be like, oh, I'll just die. That should be fine. I'm just going to go a little bit safe on this next level. There's a strat you can do to get flight a little bit faster by jumping on some platforms, but it's kind of risky, and I just don't want to risk that right now. It's those platforms over there, you can get flight on them. And then here we got a maneuver in between this block and some clouds, so I barely went under that. Alright, we need 2 more coins for a 1-up. Then we'll be a little bit safer. After this, there's not going to be any flyovers for a while. The entirety of... On the next level, I'm going to be picking up Yoshi, and you can't sustain flight on Yoshi unless you make use of a glitch called Yoshi Fly, which you can only do under certain circumstances. So movement with Yoshi is a little bit different. You need to be a bit more careful, because you need to land every once in a while. So you gotta fly a bit low here so you can see where we're going, and then here we want to go low. Grab Yoshi. And then we kill this guy. Ah, that's annoying. You're supposed to hit him before the hammer manages to get to you. Okay, and we just fly over here. That doesn't lose much time. Just a small thing. And the reason we need Yoshi is for the wings glitch, which we're going to be doing in the first level of World 3. But first we got this castle to worry about. And this is actually a pretty hard castle. You make extensive use of spin flying, and how did I not get flight there? Okay, there we go. In this next room, it's called Morton Fly, and you basically fly all the way up, but it's pretty specific. Oh, I got a firstie. If you jump on the first frame after landing, you won't fly up again. It's pretty annoying. But the game takes one frame to be like, oh yeah, you can fly again. So normally you would take that spring up with you. Oh my lord. Oh, wow. Didn't get up for that. As long as I don't lose my cape, I'm fine. Yeah, we gotta wait here. Normally you'd use the spring to get up there, but now I gotta wait for this platform to come out of the wall. Like so. And you would quick kill this boss with fireballs. You can land the first 2 hits with fireballs, and then you just need to jump on him once. Or you just jump on him 3 times. It doesn't lose much time. But it's not optimal. So that takes care of the first 2 worlds. The run gets a lot more interesting after this. We've got the wings glitch and then a bunch of pretty hard cave levels. And they all look pretty interesting, so I hope they go well. Alright. So, blocks in this game are weird, and if you throw shells up into them in the correct way, you can duplicate them. And that has some interesting properties that allows you to get Yoshi wings, which complete a level instantly. So we're going to try to duplicate this block into this Yoshi coin, or dragon coin, I guess they're called. I'm not getting it right now, unfortunately. I'm going to need that block to unspin. There can only be 4 spinning blocks at the same time. That's why I'm spinning the other blocks whenever I need one to unspin. Oh, come on. I can grab this. This glitch saves a lot of time, so you don't need to be very fast, but I think I'm not going to be saving time on it. Or I can just do that. Okay. We can't do the wings anymore, unfortunately. Well, I could have gotten another shell, but I lost my cape. And that is a very hard glitch to do without a cape, so... Oh, shit. Why did I jump up? I was afraid the shell... was gonna come back and hit me. Which is a valid fear, I have to say. Now, let's grab this. We don't need Yoshi anymore. We're gonna take... We were gonna leave him behind anyway after this level, unfortunately. Alright, I don't have a cape, so I'm gonna need this. That's too bad. I really wanted to show off the wings glitch, but yeah, it's very hard. Just gonna grab this. I guess we'll just go under here. If you jump in these spaces, you can move in them. It's pretty useful in some places. Ooh, okay. Never mind. We'll just do that. If you take a power-up through the end portal, or whatever, the goal wow! He took out a football and hit me. Okay, well, at least I still got a mushroom. That's fine. We can pick up both a fire flower and a cape in the next level. Oh, that guy was a troll. Just takes out the football right when I'm there. Those are actually like one of the few enemies that are luck-based in this game. Like when they throw those footballs is random. Are you kidding? That's annoying. Now I'm gonna have to be very careful here to not get hit by these fish. And I'm gonna need to take a longer way around to get both power-ups. There's a fire flower in this. I need to wait for this guy to destroy these things. And we can get a cape here. Okay. Oh shit, I want to get flight here. There we go. Okay, we get a really slow fly. Whatever. I got my power-ups, I'm happy. That hallway is very tricky. You can scroll the camera, and that will make it easier to not get hit by the bats. But that will make it easier to get hit by those chucks that are at the end. So it's kind of a trade-off. Generally don't lose power-ups there, but yeah, sometimes you do. You can fly in between those guys, but it's hard. It's called Dirty Area. Basically, whenever there's something in this game where it's like, oh, it's really hard to fly without taking damage, it's called Dirty X. So there's also something called Dirty Bubble later in the run. These are not dirty bubbles, even though they look dirty. They're just ghost bubbles or whatever the heck their name is. Okay, this is Item Fly. It's a pretty cool glitch. If you pick up an item while you're entering flight, you can fly with the item. You can press the P switch a little bit more optimally there, but I didn't want to press it without collecting the coins because that would make the door inaccessible and I'd have to redo the level, which is bad. Alright, this level VD3 is one of the more technical levels in the game. It looks really cool when done perfectly, and I almost messed up there. Alright, nice. I got this. So we skip this raft section here by flying like that. And then we go up into the bonus game here like we did in Morton's Castle. We just leave immediately. And then we need Yoshi. We'll be needing him later to grab some wings in another level. Those were actually intended wings, though. The wings that I was trying to get by using the wings glitch are unintended. You're using a glitch to obtain them and skip the level. But there's also intended wings. And then we skip this raft section as well. Ooh. Okay, we're good. That was a good level. And then right here is the end. Alright, I'm glad that went well, at least. That's actually one of the hardest levels in the game. At least to learn. I think that once you've gotten the hang of it, it's not that bad anymore, but it's definitely a very cool level. There's, like, faster strats that do make it very hard, though. Alright, and here's just basic Yoshi flying. Just gotta take off and land at the correct spots. It's not too bad. We use some Koopas to boost ourselves further here. That's one. And then there's another one at the end right here. It's in a convenient spot. Boom, there we go. 259. That's the in-game timer when I ended that level. That's what most runners go by when they want to gauge like how good their level was. They look at the in-game timer. Alright, third castle here. There's Magic Koopa. Magic Koopa is not nice, so we kill him. Magic Koopa is another random thing in this game. He's really bad in the 7th castle, actually. Oh, that was... Usually... Yeah, that's Magic Koopa. He spawned... Oh, wait, there's a 1-up in this. I'm gonna grab that. Usually when he spawns there, I don't get hit by him, but... Oh, I just almost fell in the lava there. That was great. This is very cycle-based, so... Oh, I did just miss a cycle. You can make that, but I didn't want to risk it. No way! What? How did I not make it in there? Okay. Fine. We got a midway point, so we're good. It's just gonna be a little bit hairy beating the boss, I guess, without any power-ups. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna be really slow. You get out of here. I'm just gonna scroll the screen here so we can see the dry bones a little bit earlier. Because those guys are not nice. Alright, there's actually a mushroom right there that I can grab, so it's not the end of the world. We're gonna need to wait here. If you have a cape, you can make this jump over to the right. Alright. Home stretch. Yeah, this definitely goes a lot faster if you have your cape, but Magic Koopa had to be not nice. Alright, and there's a little safe spot where the flame usually won't hit you. It's random where Lemmy pops up here, but if you look closely, you can sometimes see his feet poking out of the bottom before he comes up. I wasn't able to see it this time. I don't know if it's always a thing. Like, I feel like they're not always visible. It's not a bad level to lose your cape in. It just slows you down in the level itself. There's a cape at the start of the very next level, and it's actually a good thing that there is because we need it for that level. It's actually like the easiest level in the run. You just hold right and B, and you basically complete the level. You just have to do one jump with Yoshi at the start. There's a bunch of buzzsaws, but Yoshi can bounce on spiky enemies. So we just need to get up to speed. And then we simply do this. Oh yeah, and hold Y as well, I guess. And then we get to the wings, and these are the intended wings that I talked about earlier. And we leave Yoshi here. It's possible to keep him, and it's like a second faster, but it's only a second, so I prefer to go with the easier route here, which is to just fly over this level. World 4 is really free. There's only 2 levels other than the castle. And it's just a standard flyover, really. You just need to make sure you don't collide with any of that high in the air stuff, like the pipe and that block. Once you get past that, it's really standard. Castle 4 is actually a cool level. It's not easy, though, so let's hope it goes well. There's a whole bunch of, like, spike balls and stuff in the first room, and then the second room's got, like, a spike ceiling closing in on you. There we go. You don't want to... Usually, you don't want to grab that mushroom. Right now, it wouldn't have mattered, because we don't have a fire flower. Okay. Getting hit by that fireball sucks, because it loses you speed, but it's not the end of the world. You just fly through here anyway. I didn't explain this earlier, but flying is actually faster than running. And your speed while you're holding left or right oscillates. So there's actually something that advanced runners do. They are able to tell how fast you're flying, and they adjust their speed accordingly. Whenever you press right, you basically get a new speed at random. So they just like try speeds until they get the fastest or close to the fastest speed. I just did a cycle skip on him. I jumped on him before he landed from his jump, and that makes him not go into his shell again and go flying around over the floor. Jasper's on top of his game. Look forward to his glare run. That's coming up right after this. Alright, moving on to World 5. This is another fairly glitchy world. We're going to be doing another skip in the second level. First we need to do the first one. We need to pick up Yoshi again. Shouldn't give us any trouble. Okay, get on Yoshi. Thank you. There we go. And we pick up the shell here, this Koopa, for lag reduction. Normally this level would be very choppy, but if you keep a hold of that, then it's a lot smoother. I'm not entirely sure why that works. I think it has to do with the sprite limit. Because Yoshi is holding that shell, that's one more sprite that's being kept track of, even though it doesn't have to be drawn. I think that's what it is, but don't quote me on that. Alright. Forest of Illusion 2, we're going to be doing a Yoshi clip here. And Yoshi has some interesting properties that allow you to go through some corners. We're going to try and do it here. Alright, got it first try. Nice. That part where I was inside of the wall and or inside of the corner and I dismounted Yoshi for a bit has some luck-based stuff. Basically, if you do the correct manipulation, then it will only work 3/4 of the time. It depends on the frame count. And if you don't have the correct manipulation, or if you cannot manipulate it anymore, which happens after you mess it up once, or after you get unlucky a few times, it will be anywhere between 1/4 to 3/4 successful. So you can never get that with a 100% success rate. There's always some frames where you can't get it. Earlier I was talking about Dirty Bubble. That's at the start of this level. I want to take off before this level. And I did not get it. RIP. I just lost 10 minutes. Nah, that's a community joke. They say if you miss Dirty Bubble once, it loses 10 minutes, and if you lose it twice, it loses 30 minutes. Yeah, I just didn't want to get hit there, so I took it pretty safe. Even though I don't think you lose your power-up, it just pops the bubble. Alright, and we need to go to the secret exit here, which is right here. There we go. So now for Castle 5. This castle is not free. Need to do some precision flying. Like that. Alright, we're good. I always take it safe here. You can fly through this corridor and into this hallway. But I don't like doing that because it's pretty risky. Alright. And this fight is basically the same as the Morton fight we had in Castle 2. I think, yeah, the walls close in on you. That's the difference. But we don't really give them time to do anything. So that was actually a very good World 5. I'm pretty happy with that. I've noticed I tend to be better at like the later half of this game with a few exceptions. Let's hope that holds true here, because the start of this run was yeah. Let's just not talk about it. So yeah, good World 5. That's pleasant. Now, I joke about Dirty Bubble, but in this next level, there's a dinosaur at the very start, and I actually think that that dinosaur has hit me more times than the bubble has, so I call it the Dirty Dinosaur, but nobody else does. This guy is not nice. It's hard to take off in front of him, but I got it. I'm probably the only person in the entire SMW community that has issues with that, but yeah, I don't know. I've lost my cape there on numerous occasions, and that's a bad place to lose your cape, because you need to go back to Forced of Illusion 1. What did you say? CRT, yeah. It does feel better. At home I play on an LCD. It has a lot of input lag for composite video. Please, don't even go there. Alright, this ghost house is hard too. There's a fishing boo in this room, but you can't just fly up as high as you want, because there's actually like a pipe up there that's hidden that you'll fly into. So you need to keep like a little low, but still above this fishing boo, and it's really hard. Okay, we're good. Please enter that door before that hits me, thank you. Aw, no, this sucks. Shit, okay, I couldn't do the fast trap because those blocks got in my way. Oh no, okay, we're good. Well, I lost my cape, that's annoying. There is actually a way to get a cape in the next level, but I don't know how to do it, so I have to go back. Yeah, the estimate was already pretty rip, sorry. I may still be able to sub-estimate, but it's gonna be hard. Let's just focus on not getting a game over, that would be nice. Yeah, it's still doable, actually. I can still beat estimate. This is why I put a fairly lenient estimate, because I am not consistent at this game. Alright, we just grab capes here. I'll grab 2 for safety, because we start right at this block now. There we go. I really need to learn that cape back up in this level. But it's fine. Oh wow, Yoshi didn't unlock. Rip. Screw dinosaurs. Who needs them? They're extinct for a reason, right? Yoshi, yeah, because he gets dropped into pits all the time by speedrunners. This is another one of those rooms where I don't like it because it's just annoying to get flight, and I just lost my Yoshi. As we discussed. I will be needing the little bugger, but we can just get him back. We can just go in the first room here and get him back. Yeah, shoutouts to Yoshi. He gave his life. But yeah, like I said, that was another one of those rooms where I find it hard to get flight before the baseballs hit me, so I like overcompensated there and tried jumping too early. Alright. Whoa. Screw these jokes. What I did there was actually the setup for Yoshi Fly, except I didn't fly with it. I just used it to get a dive bomb to kill those guys. But yeah, you dismount. If you dismount into the ceiling as you're taking off from flight, you'll get back on Yoshi, but you'll have like the normal flight mechanics for when you're Mario. So you can get infinite flight on Yoshi, but it's very difficult to maintain. Okay, we got flight there. Good. I almost missed it, I think. This room is a lot more complicated with Yoshi. But we're free. We're good, I think. Home free. Yes. And that's already it for World 6. We just need to do the castle, which is another hard level. So let's see how that goes. We abuse flight here to damage boost through a lot of stuff, including this crusher. That's called crusher skip. It's a pretty hard strat. Oh, did I just really do that? Wow, okay, fine. I cannot get that cape back. Yeah, that's a thing in this game. If you get hit in certain places, you just lose both of your capes. Well, that really blows, actually, because this is a hard castle. Alright, at least we got the... Yeah, we got Big Mario, but that doesn't help us much here. Because you shouldn't really get hit by these guys, but... If I keep this mushroom until the boss fight, then I'll be fine, I think. Yeah, normally you would just fly through this room and it's really fast and cool looking. Okay, I did not keep my mushroom. That sucks, actually. Because this fight can be kind of hairy at the best of times. Whew. Okay, that's 2 hits. Oh, ho 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 ho. Okay, we got lucky. Made it. We've got it under control.
You sure?
I have learned that it's important to just not get impatient with these boss fights if you don't have a cape. Because most of the bosses in this game are built around just getting impatient, and that will kill you. Like, they're not very hard. Especially once you, like, know the strats for how to kill them. But yeah, losing your preferred power-up kind of messes that up. There's a cape in the block here, but since we don't have a mushroom, we can't get it. Luckily, we don't need it to complete this level, because it's an underwater level for most of it. And at the end section, you're just falling, so cape doesn't help. We will be using that block to grab our backup capes, though, once we've completed this level. In this level, you can make use of the sprite limit to despawn a boo ring that's at the end of the level. I think I'm gonna need to screen scroll to get it. There's a visual cue that tells you if you need to. I'm not sure what it is, though, but I'm just gonna... Now I definitely need to screen scroll. No, I didn't even get it. That boo ring can basically just not be there if you do it correctly. But because I got hit and lost my Yoshi there at the end, I messed up. That slowed me down too much. Doesn't lose too much, but it's a nice little optimization. And then here we want to do as much lag reduction as we can as well, just by killing all of these enemies. We're not going to be getting any 1-ups. Well, we may get one, because we're collecting coins here. Nope, we don't. Rip. Oh yeah, we do. I forgot about those coins. And here... I have to say it. Orb. Don't question it. That's the orb. The orb is a good guy. Shoutouts to Dots Are Cool. P. Alright. The last world. And we just do a double back and grab some capes. In case you haven't noticed, capes are kind of a big deal. The last world has some cool levels, I'll definitely say. The first level is a cave level where you need to do some, like, kind of tight Yoshi movement. It's not that difficult, but you can mess up. Yoshi is kind of weird when eating really big enemies, and there's these huge Monty moles here. So if you eat them improperly, you'll basically... Mario will get hit without getting hit off of Yoshi. It's really weird. But you can lose your cape that way, so you kind of don't want that to happen. That looks like we're fine. $361. I'll take that. That was actually pretty clean. You can kill that Chuck at the end instead of jumping over him, and it's a little bit faster, but not worth the hassle, in my opinion. Those are strats that I will do at a later date. And this is the level we need Yoshi for. There's a wings block here. Oh shit, yeah, there's bats off the top of the screen here. Wow, that was kind of annoying, that Koopa. Oh, wow, now that is a bad position. Okay, we're good. These bats are not nice. And here are the wings. That level's really long, so it's nice that they put wings there. Alright. Last ghost house, and then the last castle. Well, the last, like, non-final castle, I suppose. Okay, dying there is common, so I jumped early just to be a little safe. And this this ghost house has a strat that's called Sexy Slide, and it is actually quite sexy, so I hope I get it here. Oh, I didn't. I need to do Poverty Slide. You're supposed to, like, slide right through that gap, and it looks really smooth, but I just got caught in it. I barely missed the timing. Alright, the last castle, and this is a hard castle. It has Magic Koopa in it again, and, well, we all know how that went last time. So let's hope he doesn't repeat that performance. I screen scroll at the start there to make some of the enemies and room elements spawn in a more favorable position, and that really blows. Yeah, it wasn't Magic Koopa. Fireballs are also not nice. Where is Magic Koopa? There he is. Okay, nice. He's not gonna get in our way here now. This is a nice thing. Really, that fireball hit me. Okay. Have to be patient there. I did learn how to grab a cape in Bowser's Castle, actually, so I'm just gonna go for that and not backtrack for capes. But yeah, there is a cape that you can grab. It loses, I think, something between 5 and 10 seconds to grab it. But yeah, having cape on the final Bowser fight is a very big advantage. It can save a lot of time, so I'm gonna go for that and hopefully get the cape kill. So normally we'd go in door number 2 if we have a cape, but in door number 3 there's this little maze. We can just die in it, sure. I learned this strat like last night, so pardon me for being bad at it. I was hoping I didn't have to use it. Well, the game saved right before the final castle, so even if we game over, it's not even a big deal. Alright. Yeah, the estimate's already ripped. Oh. Wow. I am smart. Well, we're not going to be doing Cape Kill. That sucks, actually. I really wanted to do Cape Kill. But let's just try and beat the game. See, this is what happens when you learn backup strats at the last second. You don't know how to do them. And this room is actually a pain as well, if you don't have a cape. No way! Did that just happen? Yeah, that was great. Well, we get another shot at that cape kill. Ugh. I wouldn't call this spaghetti, this is just me. Yo, this Dutchj guy had a not awful sunshine run. This is probably gonna be good. Yeah, you'd be mistaken. I've been meaning to play this game more, but sunshine is my life right now, unfortunately. I could not see anything in that room. Okay, hey, that worked. This TV is a lot darker than what I'm used to. I couldn't even see the door. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, that one's a little bit brighter. I didn't even realize we had output on that. Wow, someone found the doorbell. Alright, so with Cape Kill, you want to fly above Bowser and then bounce on these Koopas as he throws. Wow! Did I just get hit there? Oh my lord. I can't think of any time I've ever done that before. Well. We even started late and you still missed it. Bad kids. Not gonna lie, I'm not too heartbroken that they didn't get to see me being bad. Alright, so there's a thing called ball skip. I'm not gonna do it because I'm really not good at doing it without a cape. But basically, Bowser's gonna throw like 2 of these balls at us. You can skip the second one if you throw a Koopa at him at the right time. Hey, we just spin jump on them and it's nice and safe. Okay. That's the second phase. And the third phase is actually easier than the second, in my opinion. I have made mistakes on the third phase before, but that was because I didn't know how to properly deal with it. Now I do, so we should be fine here. I was actually racing in a tournament, that's why I learned this category, and I ended up dying here at the very end when I was a few minutes ahead of my opponent and he caught up because of it. Alright, time is when Peach appears, which is time. I did not deserve applause. Yeah, that's Super Mario World All Castles, guys. Yeah, it was